Hi guys, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video. Today I want to share with you my November reading plans. Overall, my main project or theme for November will be participating in the Believathon. Believathon is a month-long readathon that focuses on reading middle grade books. Children's in middle grade. It is hosted by Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin. He has been very creative and done a little booklet with all these different things, recommendations, prompts, themes, everything about this. And so I'll leave a link to the announcement video where you can get more information about the readathon in the description box below. I also want to stick with a couple of series that I want to read, and yeah. I haven't looked into the prompts for the readathon because, as I understand it, you have to read the books of the prompts in order. You sort of solve one thing and then you go on to the next prompt, because it's like a mystery type of thing where you unravel things as you go. So I haven't looked into the prompt because of that, but I have 8 books that I hope that I can fit into it. I don't know if I can. 4 of them are more important, but then I have 4 library books that I've picked out, and that I'll talk to you about them later. The first 4 books on my TBR, 3 of them are newer releases from this year that I've been excited to read, and one of them is a continuation of a series that I've started on. So let's start out with, I mean, more or less all of them are continuations, or at least 3 of them are continuation, but this one is just because I want to continue with the series. It's not a new release or anything. The first one is How to Speak Dragonese by Cressida Cowell, sorry. This is the 4th book in the How to Train Your Dragon series. Or is it the 3rd? Might actually only be the 3rd one, yeah. I read the first 2 books last year and kind of enjoyed it. They are really fun. They have a lot of fun little drawings in during the book, and they are probably younger middle grade, I'd say. But I definitely enjoy them. Then I have the 3 newer releases from second half of the year, all of them. I think the first one came out in July, and that is Sal and Gabby Fix the Universe by Carlos Hernandez. I read the first book this year and loved it, and I can't wait to figure out what's going to happen in this. It's just the characters in this are so precious, so I want to read it. Then I have the newest release from Tom Fletcher, which is The Danger Gang, which is a standalone book. It is following, I think, some people trying to solve a mystery. I don't know actually. What does it say? Frankie can't wait to move to his new town, although he wishes he didn't have to leave his best friend Danny behind. But everything changes after the storm, when strange green lightning and powerful thunder crash down on the town. From that night on, the kids who live in Frankie's street start to change. One by one, they become a little odd, a little unusual, and a little magical. So it's apparently a little spooky and fits very well with this season. The illustrations are done by Shane DeVries, who has been illustrating his books, all of his other books as well. I prefer so far his Christmas Stories books, but I hope that this will still be a lot of fun. And the last and final book that I'm eager to pick up, and I'm probably picking this as soon as I am able to fit it in, and that is Hollowpox, The Hunt for Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend, the 3rd book in the Morrigan Crow series, or Nevermore series. Yeah, it took a little time to get here, but I got this week, so I'm super happy that it's here for the beginning of the month. I love these covers. They are so absolutely beautiful with the naked hardbacks as well. Then it has some pretty end pages as well, like orangey, and I can't wait to figure out what this is. Maybe it's about, I think it might be some disease, which is interesting. given the time we're in. But I haven't looked into it. I just know I'm gonna read it. And then I just came back from the library because I reserved a couple of books. I've been thinking about this again for a long time because I've wanted to read my childhood favorites, like the books that I grew up with. Most of them I remember mostly from movie adaptations or film adaptations, but others I have fond memories of having them read to me as a kid, and I haven't read them since that time. Let's start out with those that the one that I remember most fondly from my childhood having been read to me, and that is Os to Oscar for Evigt, or The Two of Us, Oscar Forever, which is about this boy named Max who one day discovers he has a lion at the foot of his bed, and the lion is called Oscar, and they become friends, and it's their little adventure. I mean, this is really kids book, but it has illustrations. I don't know, like this image. So I'm looking forward to reading this. This is going to be going so quickly because this is children's book. It's not that necessarily middle grade. It is for like younger than that, I guess. The other one I have is like the main character in this book is my nephew is named after him. So this is Buster's World by Bjarne Reuter. It's the same author actually. This is 3 books in one. I'm just gonna read the first one. Buster's World follows Buster Oregon Mortensen, who has a father who does magic, and he's a little bit lost. He's a little bit has a difficult time, but he finds out that he can do magic and gets his way through life that way. So the first book is actually only this much, and the rest of it is this one. So yeah, I have to read 130 pages. But I also remember fondly the video adaptation, and especially this scene where he's being told to do like play football, soccer, and he's not really good at it, and he's playing with his coach, who is an absolute idiot, and doesn't really play the kids. He wants to be so cool, and then he ends up like just tackling his coach, kicking him in the shin, and then the coach becomes really angry and says, "What the hell are you doing? You're on my team!" And he just runs away, and that is it. It's such a fun little moment. The other two are also by the same author, and that is a Swedish author whose books has definitely meant a lot to me. But mostly again actually the movie adaptation of one of them, and that is Brothers Lionheart by Astrid Lindgren. This is this is a book about these 2 brothers, Jonathan and Carl, I think. What is the names? Jonathan, Carlo, yes. So I remember correctly about that, but I think the little one has a nickname called, like in Danish it's called Tvebak. I don't know at all what it would be in English. In this there's talk about how when you die you go to this magical world called Nagala. Yeah, the world is called Nangiala, I think. I couldn't remember how to pronounce it. And it's a fantasy world, and things happen. There's like a war going on, and there's a dragon they have to fight, and they become the Brothers Lionheart on the way. So it's a great one. The other fantasy-like book that Astrid Lindgren wrote was Ronja the Robber's Daughter. This is illustrated by the same one, so I figured that was the why I decided to go with it. I don't think I've actually ever read this one, but yeah, so it's gonna be interesting reading these, and I don't know how long they will take me, but I'm going to try and fit them in. Apart from these, I also have a couple of mangas, if that fit in. I have a couple of Full Metal Alchemist volumes. I have a fruit basket novel volume. Apart from the Believathon part, I am hoping to read the next Discworld book, which is Night Watch, which I haven't bought yet. I have to buy it first. And then I also want to read the next one in the Gaslight Mystery series. I'm currently reading one, and I intend to read one more in November, but that could also be postponed to December. But in December I kind of want to just catch up on as many things as I can. I usually don't get to as much reading in December, but yeah, so these are my planned books for this month, and we'll see if I can fit them in that I'm hoping to read. 4 library books, 4 new releases, no, 3 new releases and 1 not so new release. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're planning on participating, and if you are, what are you planning on reading? Have you written in the books that I've been talking about today, and what are your plans for November? Let me know about that. Also, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye!